Today I'm going to finish up with a project that I've been working on these last 2-3 days, which is installing the ISOtemp water heater, running the coolant line from our engine bay over to our heater in the back here. I ran one of the coolant tubes yesterday and I just got one more to run, and then I'm going to connect everything to the unit and we should be done with this project. But before I start, let me show you guys what we received. So we just got a few of our electrical components. This is our inverter charger and a bunch of other electrical components to hook everything up. Let's open these up. This inverter charger is quite heavy and it's a really beefy one, 5,000 watts for our 48 volt system. And let's see what's in this box here. For this build, we went with all Victron products for our electrical components. Oh, they use a piece of Thinsulate as the packaging stuffers. And here we are. We got a bunch of blue boxes here. Lynx distributor. This is like a really smart bus bar for the electrics for the DC side. We got our isolated DC to DC converter from 48 volts over to 12 volt, which is what most of our stuff in the van is going to be running off of, 12 volts. Our MPPT solar charger. Servo GX. This is the computer, the brains of the operation, where all the Victron components are connected to send data over to a touchscreen, which is probably in this box here. Oh, I don't think they shipped the touchscreen, or maybe it's in a different box, but I will find out. We have a Lynx Smart Shunt that's going to send the data for the voltage on the batteries, and another Lynx distributor, 2 of these. And a t-shirt from Van Life Outfitters. Awesome. So I'm not going to install the electrical components just yet. I still need to build the sort of electrical box in the rear weld area, and then I'm going to be able to mount all these devices on there. But that's going to be for another day. So let's finish with the other project. One of the 2 coolant hoses are ran to the back of the van from up here. So I'm going to run the second one, secure it to the bottom of the van, and then we can make all the connections. Same thing as what I did yesterday with the supply line, which I attached along the wall of the van here. I'm going to attach the return line right alongside of it. I'm going to add some metal zip ties here too, just to get them secured in place together. Okay, so we made it all the way to the back here, and this is going to go through these 2 holes that we made yesterday, and this one is going to go through this hole as the supply. Actually, this is the return and this is the supply. Okay, let's feed it to the top. and that's going to get connected to the heater. Nice. Okay. And on the top side here, these 2 hoses from the ground are up here now. Let me just make sure everything under the vent is well secured. I'll use extra zip ties if we need to, and add more brackets if we need to. I added a few more clamps underneath the van and near the engine side of things to secure the tubing underneath the van even more so. And to finish this project off, I'm gonna make the final connection to the hose on the engine side and on the hot water heater side. Let's start with the engine side. I temporarily connected it to this is the return, that's the supply, but I'm gonna make a cut and a connection. There's too much of a strain on the return side, so I'm gonna add a 90-degree elbow to reduce the strain here. And then the supply, I think a straight is gonna be able to connect it. Or just adding a short hose on this side to connect to the return side of things. Okay. Yeah, let's make that connection. This side is good. Okay, now back to the heater side. Secure those connections. I just added another hole here, a third hole. This is going to be for the drainage for the overflow or the pressure relief for the heater here, as well as the overflow for the water tank itself. When we're filling up water and the water flows out, it's going to go through this hole. I did the same size as this one, so I'm just going to get the same brushing for it at Home Depot next time to cover it up. But for now, I got the hole, so I don't have to make it again later on. Okay, let's make this connection. Let's finish this up. So I'm going to be using the NPT connector to barb connector here, and that's going to go right on these 2 engine water outlets here. One is in, one is out. I don't think it matters which one is which, because they just kind of go in a loop here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the high temper thread sealant here to get these things secured. This is rated for fittings up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is going to be really hot, this area. We'll be using this to make that connection there. Put a little bit of the sealant here. Let me get a wrench. I think I should put this sealant on the male side because I see some sealant sort of pushed out here from the connector. So let me just clean this up. Next, I will install the 90-degree fitting to connect it to the hose that's coming from the bottom of the van. Let me cut 2 short pieces. This is going to go in just like this. And the last connection of this coolant loop is just connecting these two to these 90-degree elbow, and then we are done. Let me just double check the instruction to make sure it doesn't matter which is return, which is a supply. And then we'll finish up with that connection. I just confirmed it doesn't matter which one is a return, which one is a supply. So I'm just gonna install it the way it is set up right now. Okay, these things are nice and secured. I think we're ready to test it. Okay, let's do it. So I should have read the instruction fully before I closed up the engine compartment coolant lines, because I'm actually supposed to feed the supply and the return line with coolant, fill up the entire line as much as possible before I close that up. So I'm gonna have to reopen that up and add some coolant. And I realized that I have the coolant here. This is the right one for our van, but I don't have distilled water because this is a 50-50, meaning I need to add 50% water. So I'm gonna go pick up some distilled water before we finish with this. I got the distilled water in hand, coolant, funnel, mixing cups. Let's go mix some coolant. Okay, let's open this back up. All right, this is going in pretty well. Just feed the line with the coolant as much as possible, so there's not much air left in the line when we run the engine. Okay, it's not flowing into it anymore. I wonder if that is all I can put. I think that's it. Okay, let's close this up. Oh, I think this is why it's not flowing, because I hear air coming out. Maybe it's because there's air trapped, which is why no more was going in. So let me try this again. Stick this side out. Push all the air out. Okay, and then add more on this side. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, you can hear some bubbling. It's the air escaping from the other end, I think. All right, let's add more. All right, second one done. Let's do another one. I got about 3 quarts in the, that is the return line. Let's see how much I can put on the supply line. Okay. It's not really going down anymore on this side either. I think we are full. So the supply side isn't going down any further. I'm pretty sure it's because there's air trapped on the other side, obviously, right? This loop is already closed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the hose on the supply side from the heater, let the air out, and then that should help with just filling this up. I'm gonna add a little bit more on this side and just kind of let it sit. And then I will open it up and you'll probably see it just go down. So on the right. the coolant is leaking through here, so I think it's pretty full. Yeah, I think this is full. Okay, I'm just gonna lock this back up. Yeah, coolant came out from the supply side. It means we are full. Okay, I can close this up and let's do our final testing. So the ball valves to the heater is currently off, it's closed. And I'm gonna run the engine first, just to make sure everything is running smoothly the way it's supposed to. Start it up. Let's go check again. Let's check for leaks. See if I see anything coming out. Okay. No leaks, no leaks. All right, so far so good. The coolant is at pretty much full. I think this is full. Let me see where the indicator is. All right, this is the moment of truth. Let's open up the two valves. Let's start with this is the supply. Open. And we'll watch for the coolant side. And then this is the return. Fully open. Any leaks? No leaks. Let's keep the van running for a little bit. And the instruction says, as the air is clearing out from the lines, this should start bubbling to indicate the air coming out. But I think most of the air already came out from the line from the way that I did it before. But let's see. Let me try to dry up the coolant leakage that I had earlier. So far so good. Everything's looking like it's supposed to be. No action really, which is a good thing, I guess. I should check the heater side of things too, just to make sure nothing is spewing out without me knowing. All right, looks solid on this side too. Yeah, I feel like the part of the supply line is starting to get warm. It's definitely hotter on the original side. This side is slowly starting to get warm, the new line. We'll let this thing run for a little bit and I'll check on the coolant level. If it goes low, then I will add more coolant to top it off. But so far everything is looking good. There's a way to force it to push the coolant through the system is to clamp down so it forces the coolant to go through this loop before it goes back into the radiator. So let's do that. Let's clamp it down and let's force it to flush through the system. Can't really get this clamp to go on to this side that's going into the heater core. This is coming from the engine, this is going into the heater core. So I want to clamp it on the heater core side so it forces it through this loop here. But I'm having a hard time making that connection there. Alright, let me try something else. I'm going to use a wrench to temporarily clamp it down for a little bit. Okay, I got the wrench in. Let me add another piece of the tubing just so I don't damage the original one over there. This should restrict the flow from the engine heat going into the heater core, and force it through the loop that we just created. Let's see if this works. I'm just checking the temperature as I'm doing this. Make sure the engine heated coolant is going through the right side. Yeah, this temperature is slowly rising here. Let me check on the connectors on the back, see if that's warming up. I thought it would be a little bit easier than what it is right now. I'll get it to work. This is still cool to the touch here. Yeah, this is 86 degrees. This is room temperature here. 94. 88, 87. The return is 83. Yeah, not doing much at the moment. Yeah, this is definitely working because the coolant level is going down in the tank here. I held the clamps down for maybe 5 minutes. Let's see if that made a difference. Oh yeah, this is nice and hot now. It forced all of the coolant through this route here, and this is hot. What do we get right now? We got 105, 110, 123. Super. So it's working now. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely hot. And after doing that clamping technique, the coolant went down maybe by a finger. It was more than max before. This is the max line right here in the middle. It was more than max. Okay, let's run this for a little bit longer and we'll see if we need to add more coolant. But before we add coolant, we need to make sure the engine cools down. But I think this is good. I'm finally done with the install of the IsoTemp heater. This was the most daunting and intimidating part of the project, or one of them at least. And now that it's done, it wasn't too bad. This is nice and hot now, and obviously I still need to plumb it into the rest of the system once the water tank and all that stuff is secured. And I'm gonna turn off the engine now. I'm gonna check on the coolant level later on and just top it off whenever that thing is cooled off. And then I'm gonna run it again another day and just watch the coolant level to make sure that everything is gonna be smooth sailing moving forward. I'm not gonna work on anything else for the rest of the night because we're gonna be heading out to dinner soon. We got Rina's birthday dinner with the family. Okay. Okay, we're making our way over to the restaurant. This way. We're having dinner over here at Hook and Reel's Cajun Seafood and Bar. Let's go inside first. Let's wait for them.
Why?
Okay.
Ooh. That fish? That?
We got a reservation. We're gonna do some all-you-can-eat seafood, right, Spence? Seafood boil. Who is it? Is it Mama and Kuma? Yeah, got a cake. Let's get seated. Okay, so this is an all-you-can-eat Cajun spot. You got the bunch of appetizers here, mix and match your catch. Snow crabs, shrimps, crawfish, clams, mussels. And they got the raw bar here. Mix and match baskets, spaghettis, and a bunch of extras here. And they also have some entrees with ribeye, Cajun salmon, and lemon chicken. Alright, we got some of our food arriving. Catfish, mozzarella sticks,
You can leave it here. Thank you.
coconut shrimp, we got flounder, lobster bisque, and this is a clam chowder, crab meats,
Okay, perfect.
and crab meat fries. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you got your own plate. Yes, there you go. Mozzarella sticks. Is it a little bit hot, Spence? Is it yummy? It's got a little cheese inside, huh? Cheesy. You want some French fries? Ooh, look at this. Wow, look at this crab fries here. You want to try a bite of this?
No.
This is the crab fries.
Yummy.
Whoa. Let's clean our hand first. You can use your hand if you want.
Dada.
You're welcome. What's that? Catfish. Mmm. Oh yeah, good.
Yummy.
The catfish is so good. It's like nice and crispy on the outside, and the inside is just so like flaky. Really nice and tender. Really good. Barbecue wings. All right. Thank you. You want to try the calamari? Ooh. This is a big one. Wow, this is a big one. Let me get. You want to do a big one?
So tiny.
Yes, do it this one.
So tiny.
It's like a circle, isn't it?
So small.
It's like a circle.
Oh, so
It's like a big circle. Here, take a bite of this. Hold it. Crunchy, huh? Spence, I ordered a thing of steak here. We're gonna have some steak. Let's see if this is medium rare. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. This is the ribeye that they have here. Not too bad. At least they got the temperature right.
佢都係攞水浸。
How about that, mate?
好食㗎。OK，真係好食㗎。
啊，好啊，好啊。
麻麻地的，
麻麻地
嘢嚟。即係 activate。
Catfish.
咁我哋即係好似好難，所以可能每人揾得2個 coin 咁樣。哦，好啦，咁2個 coin，咁8 minute 我唔得，你即係好似沖涼洗頭。
Yummy.
跟住我入咗地。
Hey, thanks so much. Wow, look at this. It's a big bubble, isn't it, Spence?
Enjoy your bubble and I'll take it.
It's very hot, right? It's quite hot.
You guys actually eat it, so I can ask how was everything.
Okay. Thank you. Ooh, it smells so good. You want to try? You smell this? You smell this? I'm gonna wear a bit. Mine. I got some snow crab, clams, head-on shrimp, some broccoli for Spencer. You want broccoli, Spencer? Broccoli, and this one's got corn and 3 mussels. Sweet. Let me see your hand again. High five! Wow! How is it? How is it?
我嗰個少咗辣嘅幾好嘅。
Try some of these crab here. Meaty. Yummy. Is the food here yummy, Spence? Yeah. You gonna do some cutting?
So we can have crab soup. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
We promise we let them before we.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday! Mama birthday. You wanna go take a picture with Mama? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mama Rina. Happy birthday to you.
好嘢！呢個同媽媽你識當媽媽咯。
Can you give Mama a hug, please? Alright, wow, look at that cake. Oh my god, that cake. One cut. Yeah. Yummy, isn't it?
That's the where's the strawberry？係咪我就佢就係 western strawberry 咧？邊啲係 strawberry 啊？應該唔係 strawberry 咯。
佢中意食生果嘛
Is chocolate yummy?
？Yummy。
Yummy. Okay, huh? Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, we just got back from dinner. Was that really good?
House.
Mama's house, yeah. That was a really good celebration for Rina's birthday with everybody. And we had some good cake, yeah? Was it yummy? What kind of cake did we have? Strawberry and blueberry. And what else? Chocolate? Chocolate cake, yeah. And tomorrow we're going to be spending more time together for her birthday. And so if you guys want to keep following our time here in New York and our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so they can spread to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Come here, say bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. See you on the next one.